Blog Talk Radio.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's whatever, and I would never. Yeah. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Control the weather, then every day would rain on your parade. Shine, you can't see, yeah. If I was Father Time, then I would change the day. So I never saw your face.
Hello. I am Simo, your host of What's Really Going On Blog Talk Radio Show and Podcast. I am super excited that you have decided to spend your evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I am excited that you have decided to spend this time hanging out with me. Before I get into tonight's episode, I always like to thank my very special guests that tune in every week from different parts of the globe. So without further ado, I'd like to give a special shout out to Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, China, India, Pakistan, Japan, Russia, Sweden, Norway, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Algeria, Egypt, Sudan, Mexico, Canada, and of course, rounding it out, the United States. Thank you so much for listening in, tuning in, however you listen. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, GeoSavan, wherever you may be listening. I am super excited that you always decide to hang out and listen to what's really going on, Blog Talk Radio Show and podcast. Okay, so let's get into tonight's episode. Tonight's episode was titled, or is titled, Let's Chat About What Women Really Want in Relationships. And the reason I decided to do this episode tonight is basically because I noticed that there are so many men who do, they do YouTube, they do, they will do just like little videos, like lives and stuff, and they will give women advice, and they will have all these women following them, and just feeding off of whatever it is they say. But I think the best coaching for a female as far as relationships, I think is time. Like over the years, what have you experienced with relationships, and what things went right and what things went wrong, and what patterns did you find out about different people that you dated? Did you always run into this thing where you always dated the same kind of dudes, and then you would end up alone and things like that? Hold on for me just a second, guys.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me, like you have no option. Okay, I am back. I appreciate you hanging in there for me. Okay, so like I was saying, most women in relationships, they know, these are just, it doesn't take a nice, handsome guy with a suit or tie, or a nice guy just sitting in his truck or his car going on a live saying, oh, this is just on my mind, and don't let these dudes do this or do that to you. You already know certain things. I've listened to like Derek Jackson, who we found out anyway, who used to give a lot of women advice, but we found out he was cheating on his wife the whole time he was giving you advice about what to look for when dudes are cheating. But it just in my experience. Okay, so I've seen over the years, I've seen guys that are super, super affectionate towards their wives, and they buy them these extravagant gifts. They will buy them different cars and, new rings all the time, and throw these big extravagant birthday parties and things like that. But are they committed to you? Are they faithful to you? Are you the only one on their radar? And in most cases, I've found out that guys who do that are the ones who cheat the most. The ones who you think, and this is just not all of them, but some of them, the ones who you think who are just like the perfect husband and the perfect dad and so forth and so on, those are the ones that have these side chicks and things like that. But the advice that I would give any man
Because I noticed that all these guys give females advice. What I would say is most women are not looking for gifts. They're not looking for extravagance and things like that. All they really want is your time and attention. I feel like if a man gives you his time and his undivided attention, he is a keeper. Not the man who's going to always like give you stuff. That doesn't mean anything. He's just giving you something to keep you quiet and keep you from nagging and things like that. And then I also saw on a TV show the other day where they were talking about why do guys, marry one type of woman, but the side chick will be like the freak or whatever. And they said, well, why don't they just marry the one that is the freaky one and giving them what they want on the side? And, people had their different opinions on it. But I've done so many shows about monogamy and open relationships and things like that. And a lot of people are in open relationships. One of them is anyway. And the other one just doesn't know about it. They're just not aware. So the advice that I just really and strongly believe that most men it's just very hard for them to focus on one woman. And and if you ever notice, if a man cheats on a woman, the woman is so very forgiving, and will always take him back. But if you cheat on a guy, oh, that's it. That's the ball game. Game over. It's nothing else to discuss. It's nothing else to talk about. It's over. But my advice and I will say this to women too. If you don't love yourself, and you can't stand being by yourself and you gotta be around somebody, but you don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself, you want somebody else to do it for you, you'll never find anybody to do that. You have got to love yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself first. And then you can find somebody to love you too. But don't go out, because I see a lot of women, and I can tell they just cannot stand to be alone. If you can't be alone with yourself and love yourself and take care of yourself, you will never find somebody else to do it. So please, love yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't go out here looking for nothing. Let it find you. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. Stop putting all your faith and energy and time into these relationship gurus who are not even in substantial relationships themselves. Look, pray, take care of yourself, mind your business, drink water, love yourself, and I promise love will gravitate to you. That's all I got for tonight. Have an amazing evening. Thank you for listening tonight. And I will be back next weekend with my very special guest, Amelia Starr. And I'm looking forward to that interview, author Amelia Starr. You guys have an amazing, amazing evening. And I will talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you.